Party people, I better back this shit up. It's a little bit close. It's a little bit close to me. That's all right though. We'll figure something out here. Here we go. All right, guys. Hope everybody is all right tonight. Just saw Stephanie inside when I was eating dinner. Not much, man. I'm gonna turn this TV off though once it kicks on. Oh, Ralph, I love it. Absolutely love it. Ain't nothing like it. As a matter of fact, I'll just turn this. There we go. Just kind of take the TV out of the equation. Yeah, I absolutely am in love with it, man. It's I took it for a little ride earlier, so I pretty much was out of fuel. So my APU wouldn't run no more. So I had to go and get fuel, charge my flashlight. It's one of the best flashlights on the market, guys, right here for what we do. Partly because it's rechargeable. Just plug it in like a cell phone. Secondly, it's bright as shit. But yeah, I couldn't get my APU to run because I was out of fuel. So I had to go put 25 gallons of fuel in tonight. It's always fun. So I had to go do that. Go deal with that real quick. And get some food in my belly. Email from Swift. All right, man. Wherever you got to go to get it done, get it done. That's all I can say. I'm not very judgmental. So just wherever you can get it done, get it done. Yeah, Austin, that can be really hard, man. Really, you just have to learn to sleep during the day. That's it. Me, myself, I nap. When I run all night, I have to nap. I can't run all night. I always have to nap between like 3 and 7 a.m. or something. You know? So, that's what I do. Also, Rowdy's in town. Rowdy, I did get your message earlier. I just now got around to eating dinner. I've had a hell of a day of it. Oh, Matt, mine's a lease truck. They have Peterbilts, Freightliners, Internationals, 25 Volvos, and they're supposed to be getting 25 Kenworths to test this summer. Noah Law, what's going on, guys? Oh, Sweet Tea's at campus as well. See how it's nice. It's very, very nice. I love it. So tomorrow I'm going to go and talk to training department. Find out about this upper bunk situation, since it's got, sorry guys, that can freak me out, the other phone started to fall. Since it's got the netting up there, I'm kind of curious their thoughts on it. So, you ain't the only one back there. You ain't the only one back there, Bill. There's a few people back behind the pads tonight barbecuing. No, Matt. No, they just have all the fives. Crazy Zilla, I do sleep on top a lot of times. Like when I take my nap in the middle of the night, I sleep on top. I don't make my student get out of bed and get on top. Trust me, my students will tell you I sleep on the top bunk as much as them during TNT. Absolutely, I sleep on the top bunk as much as them during TNT. $6.55 tomorrow. So wait a minute, I guess they didn't have class today because of the holiday. Yeah, crazy, I figured who you were. The trainer napped in the chair. I just crawled on top bunk. And with the way this ladder is on this one, you know, me and Brown didn't use the ladder on the Freightliner. We just hopped. We just climbed up there. We just stepped on the plastic part of the bed right here and then got up on the refrigerator and then hopped up on the top bunk, both of us. Same way we got up and down all the time. Austin said my trainer used to wake me up, make me get on top. Yeah, not me. My students sleep. My students, once they go to sleep, I let them sleep. I don't want to fool with them, guys. So it's been a nice holiday weekend, hopefully, for everybody. It's been busy for me, obviously. I've been putting out videos of my 3 days here at Prime, my situation. All that is now complete. Tomorrow I will hit the road. So I will find a load tomorrow. And yeah, Ilya, it is surreal. It is really, really nice. I mean, like, really nice. I'm still searching for signal. I don't know what's wrong with my satellite tonight. Kind of been acting up. Ever since they moved it into this truck. So I'm glad I'm still here because tomorrow they may have to look at it. Well, I mean, the ladder's awesome, guys. I mean, I don't know if I showed you guys the ladder yet, since I actually, like. So if you're looking at the bunks, yes, this top bunk, guys, is just full of stuff, all right? Don't look at it. That's got to all change. But anyhow, so if you're looking at the bottom bunk, let me see if I can get this. The ladder's up here in it, okay? See right here? There's like a little latch you just pull down, and I'm going to show you all how this, try to. It pulls down sideways. And now Peterbilt stuck it almost all the way on the end down here. Instead of like Freightliner, it's in the middle. But it also doesn't touch the ground. So it's a little different. And then the same thing, it just slides right up. Like, look, that's how, to give you an idea. It just slides up and you just pull the handle down. Oh. So that top bunk disaster is going to be worked on. Any new rules for the new truck? Yes, number one rule, no smoking. Ugh. Now that I've quit smoking, that was my big thing. I wanted to be not smoking when I got this truck, and I'm not smoking currently. I'm just vaping. So, I got the good poster to stare at. No, right now the top bunk's full of crap, so I gotta keep it down. No, I do not know. What's going on, Patrick? New truck is nice. Where's Brown? Oh, we got TV.
Hey.
Let me mute it. And let me turn it before I get a. There we go. I don't want to get a copyright violation, so. Brown is around. That's what I'll say. Brown's good. Brown's good. Mr. Brown's actually at home, guys, visiting his family. So he's at home visiting his family right now. I bought him a plane ticket and sent him home and let him get a little bit of home time. Sweet Tea, I know you're joking. I know y'all did not be switching down in the hot, going down the road at 55 with the cruise control on. Oh, guys, I'm way behind. Hold up. Can you request a particular trainer? You can request them, but doesn't mean they'll be available. So, I mean, that's a big thing. Uh, Jose, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that because I heard someone else owed some tolls and they had to take care of it. So I don't know. But yes, a trainer can be requested, but if they're busy, I already got students, it's still going to ultimately be up to that trainer whether or not they want to take you. All because you requested doesn't mean Prime's going to require them to train you. Right? Trainees are a rough problem to solve. Guys, I've been vaping this mouth-watering watermelon strawberry hard candy. This is some pretty good stuff. Another thing I like about the truck too is I got the countertop. I can do lives from right here. So I can mix up the lives a little bit. I don't have to always be sitting in the same spot. 80 and a 60, holy crap. Yeah, right, Noah? Yeah, Patrick, yeah, I bought him a plane ticket to go home to see his family. He's at 27,000 miles. I knew I was going to be here a few days. I know I have to go home to my son's graduation. I got a lot going on in the next week. And Brown's done me right. You know, I've made money out here with him on the truck. And I didn't want him to be just sitting at campus, stuck at campus, twiddling his thumbs, getting stir crazy. And so I thought it'd be best just to pop him on a plane and get him home. Use a Nicorette. Daniel, I think they always have openings, but they don't always have trucks available. I've heard of students upgrading having problems getting trucks. I don't know how that works exactly because I've never been flatbed and I don't know a lot about it. Hell no, Patrick, he flew coach. If I could have put him with the baggage, I'd have done that. That was nasty, yuck, filthy, ew. I wonder what the heck she's talking about. Week and a half, yeah. I sure I love Dowsing Mr. Brown. Johnny, you're an ass. Blow-up dolls are somewhere up top up there in a bag going to the house. Chris, I love it, man. It's awesome. Ah, okay, Noah. I got you. Yeah, I seen the pictures of that. It was like my top bunk, except it was on the floor. And in the bed. In my bed? It's pretty clear. Chris, I looked for a load today. They didn't have one. They told me to call back in the morning and talk to them. What's going on, Mr. Kyle? Guys, the biggest key to vaping, to quit smoking, there's two keys. Number one, find the right mod for you that you like. And number two, find the right juice. All right, or the right style of juice or the right brand of juice. So I have found that I really, really enjoy this Dead President's brand. It's pretty thin. It's not real thick. It's not a real thick juice, so it doesn't build up like in my throat or in my lungs. I like that about it. It's got just enough flavor. It's not over flavoring. I mean, you can't doesn't feel like you're drinking it, but you can taste it. But if you can get the right mod and the right juice, you can quit smoking. There's proof of it right here. Oh hell, David H. What's going on, big man? Bob, last I heard yes, but I don't know. But last I heard, absolutely yes. Hey, Austin, it won't be me. I gotta go east. Sound just like David H. Vladimir, matter of fact, when I took it in, I had the pre-inspection done from detail. He got done with it. He gave me the price, or the hours, which I told you all in that video. And then I said, well, I did smoking it for 6 months. And he stopped and he looked at me. He goes, did you really? And I go, yeah. He goes, you can't even tell. He said, I can't even smell it in there. He goes, how long has it been? I said, it's only been like 2.5 weeks since I smoked in it. Because although I haven't had a puff off a cigarette in 15 days, when I did puff on a cigarette, I was at the house on Mother's Day. So as far as the truck goes, the truck hasn't been smoked in like 3 weeks. And I aired it out good the last 2 days, had all the windows open and sprayed it down with that Ozono or whatever it is. David, that depends on what it is. Oh yeah, I do switch flavors. This just happens to be the one I'm doing right now. I've got the same brand. I've got a blueberry raspberry cotton candy. And then I also got that purple drink that someone recommended on here, which by the way was a really good buy. If you're like into like grape Jolly Ranchers or Faygo or grape Kool-Aid and you vape, that purple drink over there at Vapor World, man, it's the shit. Yeah, Jared, 21, buddy. You can come on in. Yeah, Bill, I don't think I could do that. I may, though. I mean, I'll have to see. You just give him my driver code, Daniel. You just give him my driver code. It's SOPCJ. That's my driver code right there. You smoke it. No. You know what's funny about that, Kenneth, is my last pass through the truck, I found Mini Judy shoved in the corner up there in that Freightliner. Brown's is 6 letters too, as well. Yeah, Brown's is 6 letters. Yeah, Stefan's was 6 letters. I don't know. Maybe because I didn't go through training. I came as an experienced driver. I think it also has to do with like your last name, because your driver code starts with a couple letters from your last name. So I think that's part of it. So if you have a common last name, I mean, obviously they're going to have to do more maneuvering with the letters. Zach must have been the one who told me about purple drink. I couldn't remember who. But yeah, I went in there and got it the other day. It was good. It's really good. So where did the name Crazy Bags originate from? Crazy Bags originated on a game I play on my phone called Invasion Modern Empire. That's where it came from. Yeah, no, mine's nothing like that. I'll just be honest with you. Yeah, that's not accurate for mine at all. Troy, I didn't want to get out of bed the first night. Well, for starters, I didn't go to bed till 2, and then I had to get up at 6:30. I swear I closed my eyes and the alarm went off. Last night last night I went to bed and like 11, and I didn't set no alarm because I didn't have to get up this morning for anything important. And some asshole drove by me blowing his horn at 6:15 in the morning, woke me up. I won't mention no names, Chad Rich, but so I got up out of bed at 6 this morning again. And tomorrow I gotta get up at 6 because I've got to call driver lineup. What's the vape brand I got? The Mod is the Aegeus Legend. James, they've been good for me. Freight's been good for me when I've been running. Bobby G's killing it this week. There's a lot of guys that are doing just fine. Oh my gosh, this thing is amazing, guys. This blanket I got. Oh, come on, guys. It's a mean quilt. What do you think? Heck yeah, this thing is awesome. I was going to pay $65 for it. Like, I already had it in the cart. And I went to get the sham, and I saw the clearance, and it just didn't seem right to me. The sham would be on clearance and not the quilt. And so I looked down on the because the quilts were on the bottom shelf, and I looked down, and the next one back had the $15 clearance tag on it. I said, look at this shit. Daniel, I got it. It's probably the same one. I mean, I got it from Vapor World over there by Walmart. You're right, Stephanie. Chad didn't care. He's like, I'm going to Clearwater Beach. See you later. Jared, it was brutal everywhere this year. Matter of fact, me and Brian, we were just in California, and they were requiring chains to go over Donner. And that was here in May, middle of May. So it's been brutal everywhere. Right? So I had to replace a window cover in the Freightliner up on the passenger side, right, of the upper window. And then on the driver's side, that upper window, the damn screen was missing. Couldn't for the life of me figure out the screen. It was snowing in Flagstaff Thursday and today. Yeah, see, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. You're getting that much snow. You know, Noah for some of it, because he chose to go home. He could have stayed. He could have stayed. He wanted to go home, and I was willing to pay for it, so he went. Blame Stefan. I'm not blaming Stefan. Hopefully Stefan got his Qualcomm fixed, guys. Stefan's been having a lot of problems with his Qualcomm and his brand new 2020 Freightliner. Yeah, oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Born out of country. Now, so what I'll do tomorrow, this is a good tip for you guys. If you're ever at the yard, they get, you know, Prime has, most of Prime's freight is contract freight, right? So they get it. It's mostly computer generated from these shippers. And Kraft here in Springfield generates the load at like 3 and 4 in the morning. So if you're ever stuck here at Prime in Springfield and you're trying to get a load out, especially if you're trying to go to a specific area, get up early at like 4:30 in the morning and call them before everybody starts getting out of bed. It will help you. Yeah, Jesse, it's on. It's going right now. What's it called? Billionaire, I think, is on, or Billions is on Showtime. Did you ever bank upper windows? Did you ever? I think. You ever have them open? Yeah, the students opened them sometimes at night. Especially when I was smoking in the truck. Austin, yes, I've done flower loads. Yes, we unload them ourselves. Yes, they're stacked on the floor, not on pallets. You have to unload them and stack them on pallets. You have to stack them on pallets and unload them. Jared, that's a hard question to answer because I haven't left the yard. I've driven around the yard. I drove and got fuel today up front and then back, but that's it. But that was it. Yeah, now I will tell you, I like the sound of the Pack car. No, probably doesn't get the Cummins. I guess it's got the Pack car in it, the Pack car 15. This one sounds really weird when it starts after having a Freightliner for so long with Detroit in it. And, I mean, it sounds kind of cool. I mean, oh yeah, the batteries are fine. Once I got jumped off and ran the truck for an hour, they were fine. Yes, Daniel, all trucks now that are brought into Prime are automatic unless someone special orders a standard. Oh shit, here we go. So if y'all didn't notice yet, Chad Rich's channel has been put on hold again. The content is currently not available. He doesn't even know why yet, I don't even think he's got an email from YouTube yet. But Daniel, you can request it, but that's a request that is really hard for them to fill. I guess so, Greg, because he woke up this morning. He was live last night, and he woke up this morning, and his channel wasn't there no more. And it just says this content is currently unavailable. So I missed his live. I don't know what went down, but you know, he's getting ready to go to Clearwater on vacation. Ooh, that wasn't good. Ugh. My duct tape come flying out. There's that purple drink. I'm going to have to find somewhere else to put the duct tape, I think, because that did not go over well. I think right there will work for now. Hell, you never know, Jeff. He might have. He might have. You know, shit. I just put 25 in it, Chris. If you're asking me about the truck, I just put 25 gallons and that was it. I'm not under a load, so I'm not going to fill it up till I get a load. Yeah, so Chad Rich he'll be starting over again, I think. But that's okay, because we're subscribers over to him. Once that channel gets up, guys, we'll make sure we get him his 1,000 subscribers and get him some view time. Can you fill the truck up at the yard, then go on home time? If you have a load, Noah. If you don't have a load, they'll let you buy 25 gallons at the yard. Ilya, yes, I was in Knoxville, but we are no longer there. We are now in Florida. No, Jared, I'm not a Bears fan. My brother is. My student Sean, he's a big Bears fan. You ever want to talk football? Old student Sean, he's the guy. He's the guy to talk football with. He knows all about football. I don't know crap. I'm a baseball guy. Taxes are too high. Like, taxes are super freaking high here. Greg, that happens a lot. So like Greg's saying, he had the automatic restriction here in Missouri. When he went home, they didn't do it. That happens a lot. There's a lot of students who I've talked to who no longer have an automatic restriction on their license. I only put 25 in it, Chris, because I don't have a load. No, Noah. I mean, you can just go down you get 25 gallons here at the yard, and then go to one of our fuel stops along the way home. If you're Lease, if your company, they'll let you get whatever going on. Yeah, well, that's what he thought last year. They're going to win the Super Bowl. It didn't happen. Guys, did y'all see that picture on Instagram? I was walking up to the freaking shop to turn my inspection report in on Blue. There's a freaking Cardinals truck in the lot. I said, look at this crap. We don't know, Ralph. Chad woke up this morning and it was gone. Hey, Noah, they'll get you a load home. How far away do you live? I don't know how far away Noah lives. Noah, they'll get you a load home. That's one thing about Springfield. We had that Craft Caves. Noah, you'd be surprised. They get loads constantly in this yard that go 150 to 250 miles constantly. Into Oklahoma, into St. Louis, up to Kansas City, down to Arkansas. Lucas, some states just when the people are punching it in at the DMV, a bunch of students are walking away with out the restriction because they're not hitting the right buttons. I mean, yeah, you can haul a Joplin, but I mean, why do you need a drop yard? You can't take a trailer home? Okay, well then you would probably drop it at a customer. We have plenty of customers in Oklahoma. Like when I go home, I don't ever drop at a drop yard. I always drop at a customer. Like I'll take it to a customer and drop it off at a customer. No, Mr. Brown's at home. Is Mr. Brown in here? Where's Brown? I didn't see him. Now I get what you're saying. Oh yeah, let me tell you. No. Hell no. He's not tied up anywhere. Well, he might be. He's at home. You never know. But Daniel, you have to retake the test in a manual. That's the only way. That is the only way. Nah, Jared, I'm not into tarping. I'm not into tarping, buddy. So, guys, I've been doing training videos, or all the videos I've done have been during my training period, right? And I've talked to a lot of drivers, and some of them give me a little grief from other companies and stuff about, well, you can't really make any money solo at Prime. I'm going to be running solo, and I'm going to video log every day, guys. So just start watching it. Obviously, this week won't really be that much because I'm just going to go home, and then Brown's got like another week on the truck when he gets back, and then he has to upgrade. But once he's done, I am going to go solo, and I'm going to vlog all of my loads and my daily routine, and it's going to be an open book for you all, so y'all can see exactly what kind of money I'm making as a solo here at Prime. Rowdy, I have not, but it's going to be at least a month, and then if I like it and I'm making enough money, I'll stay solo. If I'm not making enough money, then I'll probably go back to training. I was gonna say, or if I just rather drive team, but I don't. I can already tell you, the only way I'll go back to it is a money thing. Correct, yes, that is correct. Yeah, Austin, yeah. Hey, look, Stefan's been thinking about going solo because he's been having issues with his Qualcomm and everything, guys. He's been in the shop 3 times in 2 weeks. And Rage Car is right. There are guys out here that make $3 grand a week take home. It happens. It does happen. Timothy, I'll take them from wherever they tell me to. So, and right now, because of the way they're doing classes, they are sending trainers to other places. So guys, I found out something really interesting today. I met Trucker Nene's new student. I don't know if Nene's announced it yet, so I'm not going to spill the beans. But I met Nene's new student. Michael, they do not. Greg says, Stephanie. Greg, how would you know that? How would Greg know that? That's pretty good stuff. Correct. As of June 3rd, the orientation class starting next week. So if you're not at Prime right now getting ready to start orientation tomorrow, if you're coming next week, you're going to follow the new rules. And it's going to be PSD plus 50,000 miles TNT. That's what it will be. Rowdy, it did not have a minimum mileage. It had a minimum of 14 days after they got their permit. But yeah, Stephanie, here in the room, is going to be Trucker Nene's new next student. And it wasn't set up in advance or nothing. It was purely the luck of the draw. Correct, Rowdy. Yeah, the 14 days is a law thing. Yeah, it's a Missouri law thing. You got to have a permit for 14 days before you can test out to get your CDL. Would I team with any of my former students? Well, see, Chris, that's hard because there's a lot that goes into that, into teaming with somebody. Now, I will tell you, off the top of my head, I would say I could probably team with Cedric and be okay. And Greg. I could probably team with either one of them and be okay. you know, for at least a year or so. We got along really well, and just kind of blended. I mean, it just worked really well for us from a lot of different aspects. Well, then there's a lot of things you got to consider. I mean, we have students who meet each other in orientation all the time, and they think they're going to go team. And they get out there on the truck, and a week later, man, one of them's on a Greyhound on his way back because they're ready to kill each other. All right. Yes, personality, where you live, geography. Is it? Personality's part of it. And when you're talking about teaming, you're talking about, there's a lot of other stuff that goes into it too. And I think either you need to be on the same page politically and religiously, or you need to be completely two people who don't talk about it at all. You know what I mean? So, you know, that could work either way. Either you have to be on the same page, or neither one of you really discuss it ever. Body odor, right? Yes, I guess Stephanie started making videos. Yep. Well, she's got one. It says first video. Well, she's got a couple others too. Oh, I didn't know she went to the car show. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, yeah, that's kind of my point. Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't work. Oh my gosh. One of the wrong engines drove through the training pad. That's awesome. Jukebox. I never even seen him. Black sheep. Hey, look, hey, being in this box with somebody's tough. It really is. Guys, this thing is so freaking wide open, man. It's amazing to me. Let me turn the TV off, but let me unplug it. So I'm actually in my bed, in my pillows, you know, and there's the TV and everything down there, down foot. Now my DirecTV box and stuff's still here, and my baby wipes. I got them out to clean my feet. But if you sit back here and look, guys, look at that. It just feels so wide open in here. I mean, 100% just wide open. Move these Mountain Dews out of the way. But yeah, you know, it's really just wide, and the lighting in here is really nice too. So it's got really nice lighting. No safety vests. Yeah, I mean, I've got safety vests, but they're in the cabinet. Race fan, I don't know if they do or not in the email, but I've got a playlist of videos. And you just go to my channel and go to my playlist. I've got the entire pre-trip there for the Freightliner. Now, it is going to be different for the Peterbilt, guys, so I'm going to have to make a new pre-trip video for the Peterbilt. What's going on, Matthew? Yeah, Junior Honduras got some as well. Correct, yeah, you guys, look. You get out here, man, you will get on each other's nerves. No, Jared, I currently do not, but I did buy an air fryer and a skillet. They're up top. I'm going to bust them out when Brown's done. When Mr. Brown's done, I'm going to pull out the air fryer and the skillet, open them up, get them ready to start cooking. Well, yeah, he wouldn't be in that. Well, one of his blue trucks. He's got 2 blue trucks now. Hey, Lucas, you talking about the one in the company store? Hey, Jared, that's funny. I don't even watch it. I don't even watch that channel. I didn't know he did cooking videos. That's pretty funny. I know Trucker James used to all the time. He used to always be cooking bacon. So Tommy, I do the new Qualcomm. I have fooled with it a little bit. I do like it. We'll see if that continues. Well, see, here's the thing, nerds. When Brown's done, the DirecTV box runs off an RFID remote, right? So it doesn't have to have line of sight. I'm going to put it up in that cubby hole up there that they put on top bunk. So I had the installer leave enough cable that I can put it up there and hide the cable. And so it'll be off the bed and out of the way here in a couple weeks. So I've got a lot of this situational stuff planned out. And I had it all planned out before I got the truck, except the problem is I had it planned out that Brown would be done when I got the truck, and he's got 3,000 miles left. Star Will Swifty over there in Idaho, do you? Vladimir, yes. I am aware that they put a 20-day notice in where they're currently employed. I have not watched the video. Brown told me about it. So I'm going to have to sit down and watch it. Guys, I've been so busy. Everybody's giving me shit that it took me 3 days to move. I'm telling you guys, I've been busy the whole time. It's a big deal. Because I clean my truck. I mean, I like clean it. Engineering services storage. Guys, that TV thing, man, that wasn't no joke. Putting that mount on. I thought, oh, I got this. This is going to be easy. I was like, oh, crap, man. An hour later, I finally got done. I was like, jeez Louise. Hey, John, there's a lot of companies that will not allow you to take 3 weeks off like that. Prime is a rare company, guys. If you're a lease operator at Prime, you have the ability to go away for 3 weeks. They don't care if you're, as long as you're not going in the hole a bunch of money, all right? They'll even let you go in the hole a couple $1,000 if you're going to go on vacation for a while. But most companies won't allow you to do that. Lucas, I just got the truck turned in at 5:30 tonight. 5:45 or something tonight. I do have a house full. Yeah, I do have a house full in this truck. A couple people saw the truck today. Thomas was able to see it. Stephanie was able to see it. Noah saw it the other day. Well, Jared, right now I'm going to Tennessee to see my son's graduation. I'll see the family while I'm there, of course. Right? Well, here's the thing. I don't think he'll be fast enough. I don't think it'll be fast enough. I have a feeling someone will be in red by Thursday. I really believe that. I believe someone right now waiting to upgrade will get big red. Big guy says Swift's not bad. Hey, some people do well over there. Guys, we've had that discussion, right? I mean, I've talked about Swift. I've explained my feelings on it. You know, the numbers percentage-wise are very comparable to every other company in America, right? They just have so many more trucks, therefore they have so many more wrecks. That's just reality. When you have more trucks, you're going to have more wrecks, and therefore they're plastered all over everything because of it. Unfortunately. How's US? Well, I mean, I've never worked for US Express, so I mean, I don't know. I had family members who worked there. They were a team, and they worked there for 3.5 years and saved all their money and bought an RV. It was an older couple. They were my brother-in-law's parents, and they worked there for like 3.5 or 4 years, and they saved their money and bought an RV, and then traveled the country after that for a while. So, I mean, they did okay there. Yeah, it just all depends. As if you're a team, you can do well anywhere. Like, so if you're a husband and wife team, you're going to do well anywhere. At Prime, you can do really well. There's a couple other places you can do really well. Anywhere you can get percentage and you run team with your, with your spouse or your brother or whoever, as long as you get along and you can do it. If you're running team, I would highly recommend you always run on percentage. If you're out here running team for mileage pay, you're leaving money on the table. And a lot of money on the table. Right? Because if you're a lease operator at Prime, and let's just say you're getting 90 cents a mile, which Prime doesn't do, this is just an example, all right? Prime only does percentage. Let's just say it was 90 cents a mile and 30-cent fuel surcharge. You're getting $1.20 a mile. You run 5,000 miles for the week, you made $6,000, right? Last week, me and Brown ran 5,400 or 5,700 miles, and I was 9,300 was my revenue. If I run 5,000 miles, I'm somewhere between $9,000 and $12,000 in revenue. So that's an interesting story, CL. So me and Chad Rich were both working over at KLLM, who, by the way, just bought Maverick's reefer division. Maverick no longer has a reefer division. They just sold it to KLLM. So that was announced on Friday publicly. And KLM is actually going to be at the Maverick terminal in Arkansas tomorrow, recruiting their reefer drivers. But so we were both working at KLM on a Tyson account, and I was having some issues with my truck. I was due an upgrade, and they weren't letting me upgrade because they're saying the truck market was so bad. And I had already fulfilled my contract, and I'm like, no, I fulfilled my end of the bargain, and I didn't want a new truck. And they were like, no, I'm sorry, we can't do that. You've been here too long, you're not going to quit. Well, I'm at Prime now. But so me and Chad Rich were talking. At the time, I was telling him I was really thinking about going somewhere else. And he said, I hear Prime's pretty good. I know a couple people over there, and they're doing all right. And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah. Well, an hour later, I was sitting at Tyson in Wilkesboro, North Carolina, and my load wasn't ready, so I pulled in the bobtail area, and sitting right beside me is a Prime driver, and he's got his window down, and he's smoking. So I rolled my passenger side window down and jumped over there, and me and him proceeded to chat for about an hour and a half. And he was real honest with me. He was real forward with me about pay, about the good stuff, about the bad stuff. And the number one complaint I hear about Prime is the sitting. Even when you're making money, a lot of times that week you'll sit. Well, I mean, that's why I got DirecTV in the truck, and I find other things to do, because some of the loads will pay you $3 a mile, but you might have to wait 24 hours to pick it up. And so you got to have the ability to do something else to keep yourself occupied. Otherwise, you're going to go stir crazy. And that's like the biggest complaint I hear around here is, you know, oh, I'm making money, but hell, I'm sitting around half the week too, you know? Well, I mean, if you're making the money, it's hard to complain about it, right? I mean, find something to do. Find something to do. I see it in social media all the time, people giving other people a hard time. You're 40 years old playing video games. Why don't you go find a real job for a living? The guy's taking home $1,500 a week, all right? He's got a real job. He's just finding something to do in his free time, and otherwise he's going to go stir crazy. That's why he's playing video games at 40. You know, it just all depends. I missed a whole lot, guys. I hope there was nothing important in there. Does Prime go to Canada? Yes. We have loads that go to Canada. We also have Canadian dedicated drivers who that's what they do. We have a few in Detroit. We have a few up north of Seattle. I don't remember the name of the town. But anyhow, that's how I ended up at Prime, guys. I talked to that guy over at Tyson and gave him our referral. And if he's still here, he's cashing in, right? Because I was a trainer too. So he's cashing a little money in. That was much needed today. I needed a big water today. I needed it. Fishing, that's another thing. A lot of guys take Uber and do stuff like that. A lot of guys take Uber, go fishing, do whatever. Yeah, dipping doesn't bother me. The only thing I don't want no more students that smoke. All right, I was a smoker for years. I'm trying to stop, so I don't want to be around it. You know, I have nothing against smokers. I'm just trying to stop, so I don't want to be around it. That's why we'll not train a student that smokes anymore. I saw someone ask me if Chad Rich was still short back then. Yeah, Chad Rich was still short. He was still short. People have to wait for non-smoker trainers. Yeah, they do. You're right, they do. Well, but I vape though, so they got to be okay with vaping. You know what I mean? So it all depends. Yeah, Vicky says he picked it up a mile away. Yeah, the vaping is, I mean, I found the right mod, I found the juice I like, and it's doing great. I snore sometimes when I get overtired. Guys, we ran really hot recently. We took a load and run hard on it, and I had a hard time sleeping one day. And luckily that night I didn't have to drive. We're going to Massachusetts. And we ran hard all the way up there because we didn't have an appointment yet. And they said, get up there as fast as you can so we can make an appointment. So we get all the way up there at 2 in the afternoon. And they give us an appointment for a working appointment for 7 a.m. the next morning. So we literally had like 12, 17 hours to kill. And thank goodness because I couldn't sleep. And I went to bed at like 8 o'clock at night. And I was out. And I must have like really been out. Because the next day Brown was like, man, when you get tired, dude, you snore like a freight train. Yeah, Jared, there's a lot of people that got dogs here. Brian loves dogs. Yeah, John, so do I. So do I. Big Red was a very good truck. Tim, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. For company drivers, it is a $1,000 pet deposit. For lease drivers, there is no deposit. But yes, Daniel, for company drivers, pet deposit is $1,000 for dogs. For lease drivers, there is no deposit. Believe me, if they could make you pay a deposit as a lease driver, they would. But I don't think the law allows it. I think that's one of those gray areas. Some companies require their lease drivers to pay a deposit, and I think they're going to get sued over it eventually. And I think Prime wants to stay away from that, so they just don't charge a deposit for a lease driver. That way, they don't ever have to worry about that in the future. Yeah, Austin, that is pretty wild. You're lucky it's a holiday weekend. Troy, they require 300 immediately, like they take it out of your check, and they take out 50 a week for 14 weeks for the other 700. Holy shit, Clorox is here. Clorox, where the hell you been? Shit, now you're asking me questions I don't remember off the top of my head. 70... Shit, guys, someone's watched that video recently, I guarantee you. That thing's got like 17,000 views. I don't remember. 73,000, 71,000, Clorox, something like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm tired. It's been an hour and 2 minutes. It was about 2 minutes longer than I wanted to do live tonight. I just wanted to check in with y'all, let y'all know the situation. Things are going well. Solo for a couple days, and then I'll go pick Brown up and get him finished. Y'all take care out there. Be safe. Be smart, guys, all right? Especially if you're looking to come to Prime, make good choices, okay, going forward with your future. Whatever it may be, speeding, stop signs, rolling your own smoke, all right? Make good choices.